Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm Get Good Guy, and today I'm going to briefly address a question I've been receiving a fair bit recently, and that question is along the lines of, how is the visibility in Battlefield 5? Have DICE fixed the problem? Can you see the enemy? Etc. Now, besides being asked this question a lot, I think I've also been one of the most vocal content creators when it comes to visibility in Battlefield 1 and the Battlefield 5 beta. In BF1, I've made many comments about the glare, the contrast issues, dynamic weather effects, and more. And in the beta for Battlefield 5, I basically said I couldn't see the enemy. Anyone that wasn't moving was damn near invisible to me. This led me to put up a poll for my subscriber base, and of those that voted, 68% agreed with me that it was far too hard to see the enemy, which was a pretty damning result. But keep in mind that this shows that not everyone felt this way, and it seemed to be worse on console than on PC, which also means that whatever I say today may not apply to absolutely everybody. It will still be down to you how you find the visibility and whether you can see properly, but at least I can provide a guide for the masses as to how I think things have shifted. Although I do have my in-game brightness up at something like 90, so you can work out from there, if you're struggling, whether you should try increasing or lowering your own. I'll throw up some footage here of what the visibility was like in the beta. In some areas it just seemed really dark and enemies could kind of just blend in with the environment. When you coupled this with other areas that just seemed to be way too bright, well, it had me very worried about how I'd find Battlefield 5 to be when it fully released. But now we have that full release, or at least the early access release, and I'm extremely happy to report that I've had almost no visibility issues at all. This is huge for me, as I don't have especially good eyes anyway, so for me to be able to pick out the enemy in maps that are as large, diverse, and busy as they are in Battlefield 5 is pretty stunning, and I didn't expect this at all. Fair play to DICE for whatever they've done. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but they appear to visually lighten the enemy in order to make them stand out more. I believe I remember seeing DICE state that they intended to implement a halo effect, which essentially brightly outlined the enemy. Plus, I'm pretty sure they've toned down some of the weather effects, such as the snow in Narvik, and altered the contrast of the game itself. For example, as I said before, it was very hard to see people in dark areas, especially inside buildings in the beta, but now they tend to be much brighter, which has made a genuinely huge difference in my opinion. So I have to give DICE credit. Having complained about visibility for such a long time, I feel it's right for me to be one of the earliest creators to praise them for their improvements in this game and give them the credit they deserve. These alterations also have a knock-on effect of making 3D spotting much less necessary, which is great as it doesn't exist in Battlefield 5, so I'm more than relieved that it's actually not causing me a problem at all. I'm enjoying the different way that the game plays without the crutch of 3D spotting, and my KD so far is actually higher than in BF1, which is mind-blowing for me because I honestly thought I was going to have a super tough time. So that's where we're at currently for visibility in Battlefield 5 from my opinion. You can of course disagree, but I hope you're finding it or will find it to be good for you as well. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you found this video helpful, a like rating would be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new here, turn on those notifications with the bell button so you don't miss that content, and feel free to join the Discord server in the description and my pinned comment to talk more with me and others from the community and possibly find people to play with. Now let's head over to the Board of Awesome for the epic people who support the channel on Patreon. That Patreon support helps me do this every single day, so thank you so much to everybody on here. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, the links to the Patreon page is in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm Get Good Guy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.